The course that's been chosen to be redesigned is an HTML and CSS course that's offered currently online. This course will be changed to a hybrid class, and therefore certain things will need to change about its presentation and other various parts of the course. Introducing course objectives, as well as an overall look at the course and its elements, will be done at this stage. The online portion of the course would be a great place to introduce the beginning tools of HTML. These tools should be reviewed, though, during the first classroom session of the course to ensure the learner has good knowledge of these tools. The learning outcomes for this course will essentially remain the same. The major changes to them will be in regards to creating outcomes that are measurable and will be addressed in any assessment of the modules. For example, one learning outcome would be that by the end of the first module, the learner will be able to identify the HTML structure elements of a sample web page. This outcome addresses the material presented in the first module and ensures the learner understands the basic building blocks of HTML. Another learning outcome for the course would be that by the end of the course, the learner will create a web page with validated HTML and CSS. The outcomes need to be clear to the learner and should be first presented in the online introduction to the course as well as again at the start of the first classroom session to ensure the learner understands them. Instructional materials for the course will need to be changed and added to in order to incorporate the addition of the face-to-face part of the course. Handouts covering the material that is introduced and reviewed in the classroom will need to be developed. This is important in that much of the material that will be discussed in the classroom environment will be the more complex issues and skills of the material, so the student will need something to be able to review and to refer back to when working from home. The approach to teaching this course will not change a great deal. As with the online version of the course, the hybrid version will be taught with the instructor being more of a modeler or facilitator. The learner will have the tools and skills demonstrated to them, and then they will explore the process further to learn to use the skills in new ways and develop their own creative approach to the material. The more challenging or important material will be presented in the classroom, which will allow the students to experience the material and have the instructor there for any problems they may encounter. For example, the box model will be presented in this way. This is an important aspect of web design and can be challenging for newcomers, so it is best presented when the instructor can demonstrate the concept to the students. Assessments for this course will need to change slightly now that there will be a classroom version. I believe the current assessments, questions, or skills for the student to perform at various points in the course can remain the same. These will be used in the online portions of the class and are more formative in nature. These assessments will serve as a good way for the learner to make certain that they understand the material being presented and at the same time give them the opportunity to practice the new knowledge and skills as they acquire them. The primary change to the assessment plan for this course will be that of a summative assessment at the end of each module and at the end of the course. This assessment will have the learner create a web page for them over the duration of the course. At the end of each module, they will submit their work for review of the material that was covered.